Welcome back.
We're back. Woo! It's been too long.
Yeah. So sorry about last week. Me and Stan.
Oh my god, what a week.
Me and Stan were pretty much like competing against each other last week every night. Who would leave the warehouse earlier? I won most nights, and I left the warehouse at 11:30 most nights.
Yeah. My schedule was last week. Sunday, leave the office at 11:30. Monday, leave the office about 1. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, leave about 10. So there was no opportunities. I mean, we had opportunity maybe Saturday night, but it's tough. Saturday nights are tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Saturday nights are tough. So we said we just postpone. What could we do? Sorry, guys. But truth is, I missed it because usually the podcast, it gives me reason to focus in on the week that's happening. And last week, with me being pretty much eliminated and me just watching the Bills, I really didn't follow anything that happened for the most part. I was in the office from 9 to 11, so that's 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I missed every game. I left after the Packers game, the Sunday night game. Was it Packers?
Mm-hmm.
Or Vikings, Bears? I don't know who it was. I don't even know how it was playing.
Yeah.
Sunday night last week. Vikings, Packers. Yeah, so I left after that game ended, which was around 11:30, 12-ish.
Yeah,
So-
Bucks also won a game, and it was the
So
first
that's what I
game
was
all
watching.
season. The first game all season where I did not watch 1 minute of the game. I did watch the highlights
No,
though. So.
I got to watch the whole game in the office.
I didn't
And I was in the warehouse, labeling boxes and putting out shipping, and I had it on my phone.
I was
Fist
packing.
pumping Josh Allen.
I was
Great
picking
stuff.
packing like a dog. We are continuing with Minhag, and we are eating dinner while
Yes.
podcasting.
Sensational.
Substational.
It's so good.
It's the place is sorely missed. There's a big hole in my heart for the lack of Substational. Dag, tell your boy, man, we miss him. You know how many places on Avenue U have like vacancies? No, open up a freaking place. Rename it. Don't keep collecting Substational money. Just rename it like Superstational.
Okay, I'm in.
Tell
It's so
them,
good. This
you
chicken
know,
is unbelievable.
Really, it's a shame. It's a real shame. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go with bench of the week to start off.
So my bench of the week. What do you have? You have anybody?
I
Let me see
have-
your notes before I go into.
I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
Before we get into, I'll say one guy.
Go for it.
Yossi, Cortland Sutton.
Yep, that's what it was.
16.5. That's your guy also? You had one guy?
Yeah, one guy.
Also, I'll give you my other guy. You can
Okay,
go.
all right. So
Sherrari benching Derek Carr, 22 points.
I was thinking about that.
I wasn't even aware that Derek Carr was on Sherrari's. I had like a triple take when I saw the stats.
Yeah, when did that happen?
So he put him $5 like last week. I guess Mocas dropped him. Did Mocas have? Moshel had him, traded him to Mocas.
Yeah.
Mocas dropped him. Sherrari fabbed him for $5, and he put up 22 points. The rest of Sherrari's quarterbacks put up 14 combined. So
Okay.
I guess bench of the week didn't affect anything, but whatever. Derek Carr, I mean, cry pussy. What are you gonna do? You don't want to start pussies on your team.
Yeah. So my bench of the week was Cortland Sutton. I was, believe it or not, I was going back and forth whether I should start Cortland Sutton over Colt McCoy. And happens to be that was the difference. But I wouldn't have won if I put Cortland Sutton instead of Colt McCoy. But it would have made my matchup with Duke a lot juicier.
So explain to me now, if you would have beat Duke,
It would have been the
what
same.
changes in the standing?
Nothing.
Anything? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's still. So what are we looking at here? Nothing.
No,
happened?
just standings.
I'm saying like
I would have been
you
third.
still-
He would have been sixth.
Oh, so you're playing the same.
Yeah. So it was the matchups were going to be the same.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it didn't matter. It just would have been nice for my morale if I actually got a win.
right. I hear you.
I actually have a trick up my sleeve that I'm going to implement. And the podcast will know about it by tomorrow.
Interesting.
I can tell you because you're locked.
I unlocked.
Right now, I have a waiver wire pickup for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Interesting. Is he getting the job back, or you just want to start him to get him?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to
you
start
need
him.
Fitz magic.
I don't want to
on
start
your
him.
team.
I will put him on my bench and test out the Fitzpatrick. Hey, Celia.
I think he has to be starting for you. No.
We're podcasting.
Celia's here. She wants to analyze Moshel's team.
Oh man, yeah, that's rough. So, anyways, I want to test out the Fitzpatrick mojo. Whether because I was 7-0 with Fitzpatrick there, but he was starting. He was never on my bench.
So you gotta start him. I think you should start him.
Take
Take a 0 and start him.
I would like to see if Fitzpatrick being on my team gets me a win.
No.
Why
Celia
not?
says no. I mean, you're starting Cody Kessler.
Because I don't like his beard.
Whose beard? Fitzpatrick?
What?
Yeah.
It's a great beard.
Reason to start him.
This great
No.
beard.
Okay. Enjoy.
Have a good one.
I mean, if you start him over Cody Kessler, it's possible that you only lose like 5-6 points.
I hear that.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Plus, you get the mojo of starting Fitzpatrick.
but I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
So-
you shouldn't
so-
start Fitzpatrick,
so here-
obviously. You want to win the playoffs.
so here's what it comes down to. It's a pathetic matchup. So if I was Mocas playing Duke, I'd consider it just for the Dax, but
Would you really? I don't know. You can't take willing zeros in the playoffs.
I don't know.
Too much can happen.
It's just like me and Duke are like both primed to like be. The score of this game is gonna be like
It's going to be snooze of the league, this matchup.
yeah.
Next week, snooze of the league. Lock.
It's gonna be like 98 to like 97, and one of us is gonna win.
I like it.
But yeah, so I'm gonna try the Fitzpatrick thing. We'll see how that comes out.
Interesting.
Cortland Sutton, we veered off bigly on that one. That
Yeah.
was my bench of the week. But I'm running around right now with all the injuries that I had. I feel like what's the phrase? A chicken without a head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There.
that's how I feel right now. I just chicken without a head. But all right, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. This song gets cut off. It's gonna get cut off. I wanted to listen to the whole thing, but there are 0 matchups this week that were worthy in my eyes as matchup of the week. I have as matchup of the weeks none, and I know Stan has one, and this is Stan's.
I have one, but it's like a real stretch.
It's Stan's forte all season long. So
Yeah, Mogas beating Moshal last week as a matchup of the week. For the sole reason of Mogas going for the points record. It's a big deal to beat the points record. He didn't do it. Moshal gets the last laugh there, and that's it. Because nothing really mattered this week at all.
nothing.
In fact, me and Yost both have snooze of the week as every freaking matchup. Nothing happened.
And we didn't even share notes until about 10
Yeah,
minutes ago.
nothing happened that was of any consequence whatsoever.
I wrote snooze of the week.
Yeah.
Every single matchup, especially the ones that were in the consolation.
Nothing happened. This week is irrelevant. This could have been just a super bye week for everybody. So, weird to come back off of hiatus to have nothing to recap.
Oh, you know what?
Matchup-wise.
After this,
F it. Go.
and a matchup of the week.
Go.
Ez got his 3rd win this week against Shirari.
Ez, baby.
Maybe.
You see Josh Allen?
We've
Josh
been
Allen.
shitting on Ez all season long,
Rightfully so.
rightfully so. And Ez finished this season with more wins than Mocas finished last season.
Way to go, Ez.
So, and we didn't have podcasts last year as much to shit on Mocas, but
Way to go, Ez.
Brooke, man,
Freaking
you
beast.
took a win. You finished your season on a high note. You sent Shirari into the playoffs on a low note, and you did it. And while we're on Ez's team, we'll go over to the next segment. Start of the week.
Let me have it.
Take it. I wrote it. I wrote only one of them, and I wrote it in all caps.
You only wrote one? I have a bunch of guys.
Give me your notes. Okay, you take this one. I'll get next one.
Josh freaking Allen. Okay? 30 points last week. He ran for 135 yards.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I watched the game, and I was never so confident in a quarterback to do things. You know, I love Tyrod Taylor, but this felt different. It felt good to have confidence. Fourth quarter drive, down by, 4, 10-yard line. He drove the team all the way down the field without timeouts. Running, passing, he's throwing lasers. It was amazing to watch. I am a believer. I've been a believer since they drafted him after the first, 45 minutes. But this game really sold me. I just wish Charles Clay would make that fucking catch.
Did they lose?
They lost. You didn't see how they lost?
No.
I gotta show you the highlight. I'll show you after. Oh, man. But Josh Allen, 30 points this week, 25 last week. Cake matchups the rest of the way. If he was in the top half of the bracket, this is a potential league winner, I think. With his rushing ability and his passing ability, and the Jets on the schedule, and the Lions on the schedule, and the Pats on the schedule. It's a favorable schedule. And he sat out 6 weeks, and it's doing him some good. And I'm very proud of him. Josh Allen from Wyoming, like Brandon Nimmo. These guys.
The Wyoming guys, man.
Wyoming.
Is Brandon Nimmo going to be traded?
I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know what they're going to do. You have any starts of the week? Should I give you all my rest of the way?
I figured the start of the week. Tariq Cohen is good for one of these monster weeks every few weeks.
A beast.
And 32 points. What a game by him. That was just not normal. And of course, Charles has him, and he took that one to be points leader the last week of the season and to collect the last $40 left. And that's how Charles ends the season, not in the playoffs, and the last $40 that is there.
So after the Bills game ended this week, I did watch the Giants game because it was close at the end. They had Tariq Cohen throwing a pass to tie the game with 1 second left. That was their play.
Yeah.
We have 1 second to score a touchdown. What we're going to do, Tariq Cohen going to throw a pass. He threw a touchdown. That's crazy to me. But they trust the running back to do that. But it was trick play. Worked. It was freaking amazing.
I got a call.
Uh-oh.
We got a call. Let me just quickly answer this one. Hello? Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey,
Patty! How are you, bud?
Pat, man. Why, it's 9 o'clock. Why are you calling us at 9 o'clock? Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? Oh, we got a bar this week. Mocast team got a bar. I put up 30 points after putting up 0 points last week. Was really proud of that. Wait, put up that's a good point. You were on bye last week, though. Oh, we got 2 buys in a row. We're just gonna have a Mocast team. All y'all think you're looking at Roto World, think our team's falling apart. Our team's not falling apart. Connor's just taking a break. He's gonna be ready next week. So, I mean, we didn't get to the playoff preview yet, and I wish you could call back in 20 minutes. Oh man, Mocast got sleeping at 9:10 today. So it's only a 10-minute extra. He extended your curfew by 10 minutes on a bye week. Yeah, man, we gotta get some sleep. We gotta really get out of here. We gotta really get ready for the game. But your game's not for another 10 days. That's when you're starting. Man, that's Mocast, man. Yeah, it's fucking Nazi.
Patty, let me ask you a question. Last week you were on bye as well, or 2 weeks ago. How did it feel to watch your team pull out a victory over Chuck without you leading the charge? Because I feel like Chuck was talking a lot of smack, and he didn't even need you to beat Chuck. How does that feel?
I kept asking Mocast, kept telling him, put me in, coach, put me in. Even though it's a bye week, put me in. I want it. But he made the right choice because if he put me in, we would have lost. But it feels good. It feels good. We always beat Charles. We beat him in the beginning of the season. We whooped his ass. I wonder if Charles is even listening to the podcast. Guy's eliminated. We don't really care about him anymore.
We'll get back to Charles next year. Maybe he'll be, he'll actually put up a game against us. Just to have a history against Charles kicking his ass. It's not even considered a rivalry anymore. We consider a rivalry. Patriots Jets. It's not considered a rivalry. It's more of a.
It's an ass whooping.
It's an ass whooping. So that's what Charles and Mocas is at this point. We just whoop his ass. I'm glad to be a part of it, and I gotta go. It takes me about 7 minutes to fall asleep, so I'm gonna go right now. But Mocas, catch us late night. I don't want to be benched next week.
I don't think Mocas is benching you next week. He's got.
You'll be surprised, man. We got Tannehill on the bench. You see what Tannehill did last week? He got 14 points.
You put up 30 though.
You have no idea, Mocas. Mocas is like Belichick. He's strict on us players, you know.
Tight chip.
He put Austin Hooper on the bench over Gronkowski. Why is Gronkowski still in the lineup? I have no idea. Put some Hooper in there.
All right, man. It's good to hear you, but we're gonna get back to the podcast.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Patty.
If Mocas asks, tell him I called in at about 8:45. All right.
You got it.
Yeah, man. We'll just edit that 9 o'clock part out. Take care, buddy. Oh man, always nice to hear from Patty. Always nice to hear from Patty. What were we doing? Oh, so Tariq Cohen was that start of the week for Charles. 32 points. Stan has an honorable mention of Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
Yes, Bucks.
20.6 points, and also Nick Mullins. Beta.
I didn't know what
25 points.
I didn't know what the hell you wrote there.
My handwriting is rough, but Nick Mullins. I mean, that's a great start. That's a great start for Beta. Helped him put up 165, I think, and whatever. I mean, it didn't mean anything for anything, but it's a nice start. Nick Mullins.
Does this
I think
mean
the game of his life?
Does this mean Nick Mullins keeps his job for at least another week?
Yeah, I would say. Who's available? Beathard? For sure, Mullins. Mullins, he looked great last week, even though they got blown out by 400 points by Seattle. I thought Mullins looked great for what was given of it. He benched Rosenmania, right? Rosenmania is 8 points to start. Nick Mullins at Seattle, 414 yards. It's freaking not a joke. He's gonna get another start.
How many points did he have?
25.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean they only scored 16 points, but he threw a lot of yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's some good
Wow.
shit right there.
Good stuff. Nick Mullins. Rosenmania. All right.
Let's go for snooze matchup of the week.
Everyone is snoozing. We're all snoozing.
Every single matchup this week.
We're all snoozing.
What was the snooze matchup?
Shit
of
matchup.
the week?
This was preseason. This was preseason. Nothing mattered. It was week 4 preseason.
The most exciting part of this week was the fact that there was a potential kickered your ass segment.
Yes.
Going into Monday night.
Didn't even happen.
It didn't even happen.
Duke,
because you have to start Ertz. Freaking guy. Who starts Ertz when they're up 15 already? You know what I'm saying? Okay, McCoy.
bitch.
Son of a bitch, really.
Yeah, I mean, let's just run through the matchups quick. Charles beat me by 40. Alsav beat Dag by 35. Ezra beat Sherari by 40. Duke beat you by 16. Beta beat Nemo by 50. And Mocas beat Moshal by 25. I mean, all bunch of blowouts, and nothing mattered. I mean, you would love for there to be some sort of excitement going into the last week. Imagine, but a game for a spot. I was in another league. I know, not really frowned upon, but I was playing somebody. We were both 6-6. 2 guys were 5-7. There was ways to get in. I won. I got in. The guy who lost still got in on points. Overdagged me, ironically enough, by 5 points.
I gotta show you.
But we need some.
I gotta show you how.
There's 6 good teams this year and 6 bad teams.
I gotta
and
show
6
you
good
how
teams
how
early.
Toby made the playoffs in his other league. Look at this final score.
Oh my God! What happened here? Won by 0.6.
Toby won. He made a playoffs in his other league. 194.4 to 194.46. That's how he won.
Wow.
Yeah. But this week was like, whose line is it anyway? None of the points mattered.
None of the points mattered.
It was whatever. It was just a shitty week all
That's a
around.
great reference. I like that.
Yeah, it was not a promising week for anybody, but next week's playoffs, so hopefully we'll get something good out of that. What segment am I missing?
Bust of the week.
Oh, bust of the week. Done. Bust of the week.
There are so many busts of the week. It's
Oh
like the
my
players
God.
knew nothing mattered. Like this, like we're gonna take a day off today.
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna mention Gronk because
Don't
he's
mention
always
Gronk.
on there.
Gronk, welcome back to the bust of the week.
If I told you in the beginning of the season, right, that if we redrafted halfway into the season and I told you that Freeman was going to be out for the rest of the season,
Yeah.
Tevin Coleman's a top 10 running back,
Okay.
top 12,
12?
for sure.
Second round pick.
Yeah.
Second or early third round pick.
Woo! He's been horrendous.
Shitty. He's just shitty.
And this is also, I think he's a walk year also.
This is walk here.
I think it's a walk year for him also, and he's not proven any value whatsoever. He's going to end up as a backup running back for another team next year. Tevin Coleman was a crappy bust of the week.
I can see him getting a job next year.
Huh?
Someone needs a running back. I can see him getting a job.
He's not going to get a starting job.
He gets a starting job.
He'll get a co-starting job probably. Same way
Colts could use him.
Colts are getting Le'Veon.
Okay, fine. Jets could use him.
Right. So Jets will
Texans, I
have
don't know.
Jets will have Coleman and Crowell.
The Bills cut McCoy.
Jets will
Can be a guy,
Jets
no.
will have Coleman and Crowell, like that type of tandem.
Right. It's not very inspiring.
Right. It's not going to be a promising for Coleman. And I know who you probably have, so take it away.
I have everybody.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, 6.7. It's a quarterback. Luck, 8 points.
Julio.
Breeze,
Julio
Heil,
Jones, 2.8.
6.4. Julio, 2.8. Goff, 6.7. Carlos Hyde, 2.2 without Fournette. Just a bunch of busts. Everybody didn't play. The best guy of the week was like Jameis Winston. Tariq. We mentioned Tariq Cohen. No one. There were a lot of bad players this week, like tons. Ingram, 3.8. AJ Green, injured, 1.2. Colt McCoy, injured, 1.6. Like, these are just... That's just from one matchup. I just picked 4 guys with under 3 points.
Yeah. Cole McCoy. But Cole
Not
McCoy
pretty.
got injured.
Alshon, 4.6. I picked up this guy, Matt Lacoste, 0 points. 0 targets. Bastard.
Oh, man.
Not a pretty week. Mike Evans, 6 points. Not pretty for anybody. I mean, a lot of low scores this week. We had Charles and Beta leading the pack, but everybody else was like 130s and under. Was not pretty. Speaking of not pretty, Oklahoma City. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's kind of getting bad. Sherrari, now that the season came to an end, I'm sure playoffs might be different, but I'm going to delete the soundboard for Kicker Your Ass.
I just want to kick your ass.
It only happened 3 times this
Two
season.
times,
Two
three
times,
times.
3 times. So
Not relevant, Terrari. That's probably a thing for Terrari. Like, it doesn't even matter anyways, so just get rid of them.
what do you think about their strategy that these two had today? They
I
mentioned
didn't see. What was the strategy?
Sherrari and Moshel
No kickers?
decided that they're going to go no kickers this weekend.
They actually decided that, or they're contemplating it?
I think they were contemplating. They confirmed it, but then Sherrari grew a little weary because Moshel is looking at kickers.
I mean,
And Dag
You have
made
two
it clear.
guys-
Dag made it clear that he will not interfere if one of these guys decides on Saturday night to waiver a kicker.
honestly, you have 2 guys that you can't really trust, trying to trust each other. Moshal, this is Moshal's type of shenanigan. To do no kickers and put a kicker in. That's Moshal's game right there. But Sherrari is the shark. So he knows how to, pull a fast one on somebody. So I don't know if they're gonna follow through. Personally,
I don't think
I
they're
think
gonna-
they're both gonna pick up kickers.
They're both going to pick up kickers with
So-
each other's consent. I don't think anybody's going to snip anybody here.
No snapping.
but I think it's going to be. I think that's the way it's going to be. But I commend both of them for. I don't know, for making believe that that each other is going to be not using kickers. But at the end of the day, it's always fun. I love kickers. I'm down.
The scoring. Let's
I am
go.
down for that.
56-yarder, 13 points.
I am
Let's
down
go.
for that. You got it.
This guy told me
Make
Justin Tucker 27 points this week in his league. Like, come on,
make
that's freaking
kickers
crazy.
great again.
It's freaking crazy. 27 points from a kicker.
You have me.
It was Tucker. So how much does Tucker have on my team this week? Let me see.
How much did Kai Fairburn have?
Here, I don't know. He didn't tell me. Yes, Tucker. Tucker in our league had 14 points. It's like double the points for the same action. 3 40-yard field goals.
That's insane. It's really wild. Dag, I implore you to look into this.
I'm so in. I'm in for 2 kickers. I'm so in.
All right, let's go into. Is there anything in the waiver wires?
I have waiver wires.
Yeah, go for it.
So we went to the Derek Carr. $5
Yeah.
for Sherrari. Nice little get for a third quarterback. Now, because Sherrari lost Dalton. And he has Jeff Driscoll. So we need a little insurance. Got to play the matchups a little bit. That's fine. I also have Mocas with Jalen Samuels.
Yeah.
He has Connor. So took Connor's back up last week for $0. Now Samuels is a very popular guy. And you never know. Maybe I'll start him at tight end instead of Gronk. You know, who knows what's a better play? Samuels or Gronk? I don't know. And last but not least, Mocas again with Denver defense. Looking ahead at the schedule, week 15-16, where Mocas is supposed to be playing. They're playing Cleveland and Oakland.
Yeah.
And Denver's fighting for a playoff spot. So, great foresight there by Mocas. I like where your head's at, dude. And I think it could pay dividends. May not be great. Denver's defense is not what it used to be, but those matchups are
So,
tasty. Tasty matchups for everybody.
all right. So you know what? Let's go into it. Let's go into it.
We're going to.
Upcoming matchup.
Playoff review.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Are we even touching my side of the bracket? Or no? Well, I didn't put anything in there.
I don't put anything either.
I don't
Okay,
care.
so now I want to start by saying something. I was thinking to myself, I was like, what? 5 weeks ago, it seemed that we were all fighting for second place.
I was in second place 5 weeks ago.
No, we were fighting for second place in the league, like for what's it called? Who's going to lose to Mocas in the finals?
Yeah.
And the way football works, especially fantasy football, in awesome ways, I don't think Mocas's team got worse. The way I see it, a couple of teams got better. And I think that's good for the playoffs. I don't think Mocas is I think he's still favored to win. I don't think he's a lock to win.
Give me the odds on Mocas. Vegas odds.
Minus 150.
That's it?
Yeah.
150?
Yeah.
I'm pounding Mocas all day. That sounds so bad. I'm pounding Mocas all day. That's not enough.
I have to look at it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll look at it and I'll give legit Vegas odds for playoffs. But let's get into the playoff preview. We'll start with the most Hazik case matchup of the week. It's the little Ingram that could versus Mariota Cart. Right now Duke has half his guys on the bench, so I'm projected to win by 26.
Duke with the gamesmanship.
But I think when Duke had his full team, he was projected for 132 to 138,
I have it
depending
down.
on...
Duke is favored by 11 points.
Yeah, okay.
With all guys in. Something like that. So, I know you probably have Duke in this matchup.
I have... Listen,
But
I'm
I have
starting...
you. I have you.
I hear that, but I'm not starting Kiki Cutie, even though he's in my lineup.
Kiki. Who you starting?
I'm not starting... I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I gotta...
You're the line room not good. I feel like you have 3 bench spots. One
I
more
do.
bench
I have
spot?
two. I have two bench spots. One of them is going to be Fitzpatrick, like I
Right.
told you. But
Right.
then I have Cortland Sutton, who we got good news out of that today.
Yeah, I like it. The Cortland Sutton news was great. You have Godwin against the Saints.
With Deshaun
which
Jackson out
should-
again.
Which should be a high-scoring game,
Yeah.
right?
So,
It shouldn't be like the Cowboys Saints from last week. The Bucks have no defense. Winston should be throwing, but on the other hand, Duke has Winston.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
so, the fact that Duke has Winston makes me think I got to start Godwin.
Yeah, I think you're definitely gonna start. I mean, your options are limited, anyways.
Yeah.
You're gonna start Godwin.
Yep.
I like Ingram and Kamara for you big time against the Bucks.
Ingram's
I
become
think
Ingram's
that's
become scorer bust.
okay, but it could happen this week. I think I think that's part of the reason why I have you is because Ingram and Kamara action. I think they can put up big games together against the coming off a loss, 10 days rest. You know?
Week 1, when Bucks played the Saints in week 1, Kamara had 40-something points.
40 points, yeah.
40 points.
Crazy. And the score was 48-40.
48-40.
That's the game I guess you want, but you're going to get Winston action there. But that's the game you want for these guys.
Yeah.
Kittle versus Denver. Nice. I don't know. Cody Kessler. Whatever. You got to hope for like some 10 points from him or something.
But you know
Thursday Night
what?
Football.
You know what I like about these quarterbacks that are projected for like 3 points? They throw basically 1 touchdown and they're already at projections. So
But will they throw 1 touchdown? Is the question.
they're playing Tennessee. So
Tennessee's being lit up, by the way.
they're playing Tennessee. So maybe they might.
You never know. Fournette's going to be back this week. Short week. Who knows what's going to happen? But
Inshallah.
I think it's going to come down to Sunday Night Football. You have Cooks. He has Zerline. I think you'll pull it out in the end, but I really could see Zerline having a huge game. Like, the Bears' defense could stifle in the red zone. A lot of field goals. I don't know. It's going to be very tight. It's going to be very tight, I think.
Oh wow! This game goes final on Sunday.
Sunday. This game goes final Sunday, pending whatever the hell Duke is doing on his bench. I don't know if he picks up anybody. Monday night game. He has David Moore on Seattle. He may start him. Duke's receivers are shit. He has Juju and a bunch of other randoms. Moore.
Let's start Ridley.
Ridley? Who the hell's Ridley? Oh, Calvin Ridley. Oh, I didn't see him up there. Yeah, Calvin. Who's his third receiver? David Moore, Zay Jones, Funchess. Pick your poison, Duke. You know.
So you think I have a chance here?
Hashtag Zay Jones, $2 by Duke. Good job, Duke.
Shout
out.
I don't think I have as good a chance, but
You got crushed with the AJ Green and the Breda news. I guess he couldn't get Jeff Wilson enough money for.
I put up all my money.
How much was that?
11.
Oh man, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna be tight. I mean, Duke does have some nice matchups here.
He has great
Cleveland,
matchups.
Juju versus Oakland. DJ against Detroit. Okay.
Right now, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ertz against Dallas. Jameis versus the Saints. Those are good matchups. He's starting Saints defense against the Bucks also.
So I like
Oh, I
I
don't
like the Ertz
Is that a
matchup.
thing? He's starting the Saints defense against the Bucks, but he has Jameis.
So
Is that? I don't know.
hedging.
Is it hedging? I don't even know what it. I've probably done it before, but I don't know if it's good or bad or it's the same. It's the same. Like you get points no matter what. Like you're flying in points.
He could fly in points both ways.
Right.
Jameis Winston throws 1 pick six, but throws 3 other touchdowns.
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
I'm fine with that. I think that's a good move by Duke.
Saints defense is playing well. Also, they're a good defense.
I think Duke has.
Last 4 weeks, 9 points, 13
Yeah,
points, 15
yeah.
points, 15 points. They're playing well. The Saints defense.
Yeah, I also think he picked them because they're a decent start next week against Carolina. Also,
Sure.
so that's Duke. That's mine and Duke's matchups.
Give me a prediction. You going Duke? You going you?
I think it's going to be disgustingly closer than I think. I think I'm gonna my prediction is 118 to 112 Dukes. 118 to 112.
I'm gonna go yours by 4. I don't have a score in mind. Just yours by 4. That's what I got.
Yours by 4. I like it.
Yours
I
by
like
4.
it.
Let's move on. Second matchup that actually matters. Moshal, Sharari. 2 of the better teams that
In
are
history, Mazza.
I mean, I think this is
I just want to point out something.
possibly the
Whoa.
team 2 and 3 to Mocas. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
in this
This
season. This
season.
season,
Could be the
okay.
two next best teams. No offense to Nemo's team. I think these two teams could have him beat. So I think it's a very interesting matchup, and I think it's more interesting that the winner plays Mocas. And it could be the top 2 teams remaining playing next week in the semis. It's interesting. Tough road for Mocas to get to the finals. Tough road for either of these guys. Got to go through each other and then Mocas. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So, I've always been a big fan of Sherrari's team. I think that Sherrari, although Mocas has the stronger team, I think Sherrari is going to be the victor here, and I think he comes out on top. I think he also has a lot of great matchups. He has Aaron Jones against Atlanta. I don't know who the new offensive coordinator is in Green Bay, but I don't
It
know.
can't be worse than whatever the hell's going
It
on.
can't be worse than whatever happened in the last few months. Odell playing a division game. Matt Ryan, he's looking to get back on track. That guy. The Falcons started off the season hot, and then Matt Ryan just fizzled out, and then he's just looking to get hot again. So get hot. Cameron Brate, we already mentioned the Tampa Bay New Orleans matchup.
Yeah.
This is gonna be high scoring. Cameron Brate is Jameis Winston's red zone guy. He likes him, big guy over there in the red zone. Just throw it to him, toss it to him, and then Sherrari picked up Wilson,
Great
running
pickup.
back on,
Great pickup. Yeah.
It's a solid pickup.
What you gotta
Hopefully,
do.
hopefully it's only a 1 week thing.
$27.
Oh wow, is that what he spent?
Yeah.
All right, listen. If it gets him to win, then it gets him to win. Both these guys don't have kickers right now, like we mentioned before. I don't know where they're going to end up. But it seems to me that Sherrari would be stupid to not start a kicker.
Oh, definitely. Sherrari needs a kicker. He needs one. Whether or not Moshe has a kicker or not, whatever. Sherrari needs a kicker.
Moshe is right now projected to win by 12 points.
Right.
That kicker can make all that difference.
Yeah.
So I think it would
There's
be
no way Moshe's letting Sherrari start kicker without starting kicker. He'll probably wait for 1 or 2 or 7 on Saturday night just to make sure if Sherrari starts one, he'll start.
So now here's my question. and
12:59 start.
Here's my question, and I would love for Dag to clarify what happens if this happens.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say these guys agree no kickers,
Okay.
and Sherrari or Moshe pick up a kicker Saturday night.
Okay.
They waiver a kicker, and they get him on Sunday morning. And the other guy is left without a kicker.
Hmm.
Will the other guy be able to constitutionally use the emergency pickup rule
Interesting.
to pick up a kicker?
I don't know. You know, I would rule that they shouldn't be allowed to pick up a kicker. That's what I would rule. Because you had your chance to pick up a kicker. It's not like this is intentional what you did. And it's playoffs, so you can start zeros. Dag said you can start zeros. All bets are off. You want to start a zero? You want to not start a full lineup? It's up to you.
Really?
That's what he said in the chat.
Okay.
The rule
So-
of starting a full lineup doesn't apply in playoffs. You should be playing to win. So if you want to start a zero, be my guest. Start a zero.
So I'd love to get a ruling on that if Dag...
How is it an emergency? The guy, there's no one that, not like your kid got injured. Nothing happened.
It's emergency because he doesn't have a kicker.
But whose fault is that? Pick up a kicker.
Fine, but he didn't... Let's say... whatever. It's an emergency because he doesn't have a kicker.
Right.
And he can't get one last minute. It's not like Moshal doesn't have, I don't know, Edmonds or another defense or Doug Martin to drop for him, for the kicker. So I would love if that was clarified by Dag, and it might not even matter because they
Clarify for us, Dag.
it might not even matter because they might agree to
So, yeah. Well, you like Sherrari's team. I like Moshal's team. I been saying it all year. When he starts 2 quarterbacks, his team is deadly. Even though this week he's starting only 1 quarterback and 4 running backs, his team is deadly. He's got Zeke, Chubb, Mixon, and Lamar Jackson at running back. That's a freaking insane foursome. And Trubisky also runs a little bit. He's got like 5 running backs in here. But I think Moshal's team with the depth at running back, these are guys that all just get points. And Tyreek Hill's explosiveness. And Galladay's wide receiver oneness. I think it's too much for Sherrari to overcome this week. I don't know. I don't trust Derek Carr against Pittsburgh. I don't know what the hell Jeff Wilson is against Denver.
I agree. I
don't
agree
know.
with that. But
Odell Beckham, I don't know. I'm not going to look up his history against Josh Norman. I don't know what it's like. Who knows? It could be a crazy game. Could be a fist fight. Who knows?
early in the season, he put up 20 points against Washington.
I just think he did, didn't he? Yeah. 8 for 136. Ripped him up.
And that's without any touchdowns. So
right.
imagine throwing a touchdown in there.
Right. I don't know. I just see... Sherrari has Bill's defense, though. So, Bill's defense at home, different animal. They seem to play better at home.
So, okay. So now...
I give me Moshe in this matchup. Even though he has Traquan Smith, potential 0, I still like...
Traquan Smith is a potential 0. Trubisky is a potential 0.
Traquan Smith, 3 of the last 4 weeks was a 0. With 1 target in those 3 weeks. The other game was a 31 point game, but whatever. He's boom or bust.
And also, a couple guys on Moshel's team made it to the injury report today. I don't think that's going to matter. I think they're all going to start anyway.
He's going to start. Galladay is probably going to play.
Yeah, Galladay is going to play.
So Galladay gets Patrick Peterson this week. Does that matter? Probably. Probably limits what he can do. But I don't know. I just like Moshel's team, and I'm looking forward to any of these teams winning to play Mocast, and like which can be a really exciting matchup for everybody to follow. But if you maybe I'm picking Moshal, who is the favorite points wise this week. I'm picking Moshal. He's also hot. He's hot.
So your lock of the week.
My lock of the week. I'll call my lock of the week Moshal, even though my real lock is Ezra over Stan in the consolation bracket. That's my real lock. My fake lock can be Moshal over Sherrari.
Your lock of the week is my upset of the week.
Yoss over Duke.
So my lock of the week is Duke over Yoss.
Wow.
And my upset of the week
is Sherrari over Moshal. I like it. Well, but like the CBS crew. We can't agree on anything over here.
But I'm putting a huge asterisk on my lock of the week, pending to see if my Fitzpatrick thing
so now
works.
if you get Fitzpatrick, then what?
I'll get Fitzpatrick. I don't think it's a question.
You gotta get him.
But will my theory of having Fitzpatrick on my team leading to a win work?
Very interesting.
So if that works, okay, so just give me the trophy from now.
You have to, if you win this league with Fitzpatrick on your bench, you have to do something. Yeah, something has to.
What if I do?
You gotta send Fitzpatrick mail. I don't know, mail. I don't know. You gotta get in his face. You gotta tell him the stat. I feel like he'd appreciate it. He'd be like, I went 10-0 with Fitzpatrick on my team. So whenever I dropped him, I lost.
Who is me and Sam? Me and Sam Sutton shared a baseball team.
Remember you sent to Bud Norris.
Bud Norris.
Player of the month, Bud Norris. We sent them a certificate.
We sent Bud Norris an actual printed certificate on resume paper, like the hard paper. We mailed it to him. U.S. mail first class postage. Player of the month for our team.
Bud Norris. He's still relevant, the guy.
He's a closer.
There.
Still there.
So funny.
He was a starter. He was a beast. But yeah, I will somehow get in contact with Fitzmagic if something happens. If I actually win the league and go 10-0 with Fitzpatrick.
I also want to just point out one more thing. Moshal, I know we've said it before, but his team name, the Shame Wensards, we won 58-28 in Mazza Bowl. Coincidentally, that was like the high point of my season, fantasy-wise, that day. And then that night, I lost to Nemo.
58-28.
Starting my 5-week run of just shitty fantasy losses and took him from 2nd place to 9th place. So it was a roller coaster every day for me. From dominating on the field to losing off the field, my season being over basically within a couple hours.
So 5 losses keneged Nemo's 5 picks.
I like it. And honestly, if you ask me what would I rather have this year, the Mazza Bowl win or fantasy goodness this year,
Timeout.
in Mocas in the league this year, I'm not beating Mocas' team. When there's a team that's as good as Mocas' team and that the odds are stacked against me winning anyways, give me that guaranteed 30-point domination. Give
Okay.
it to me
How
on the
about
field,
how about
on the
this?
field.
How about this? No money involved.
No money involved.
Mazza Bowl 58-28 or Mazza League win?
Oh, Mazza League win for sure.
Mazza League finals or Mazza Bowl win?
No, give me the Mazza Bowl. I want to win. So if I'm getting to the finals with no money involved, I'm getting to the finals and losing in the finals, don't give me that. That's... You know what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's the worst fucking thing in the world.
Worst feeling.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Worst feeling.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
We all know. Any guy who lost in the finals in this league knows how bad it is. Even you get money, and it's still like, you got money, but fuck, I lost. This is my chance.
Yeah, it was pretty crappy.
I remember my losses in the finals more than I remember my wins. I'm 2-2 in the finals. I remember that fucking first year to Nemo. I remember Strari's second year. It's fucking eats me.
This is why I'm petrified of winning.
Why? You gonna lose the desire?
I'm
gonna be like Dag this year?
No. It's never gonna happen. But I'm petrified of winning because even as a fan, as a Mets fan, as a Bucks fan, I'm petrified of winning because I'm scared. I'm actually scared that the high of winning doesn't come close.
Here's what I want to know about winning.
It doesn't come close to the lows of losing.
Fine, but as a player yourself, fantasy player, when you win, you want to like extend. You want to win again, right? You want to keep going.
Yeah.
But like as a fan, Mets win the World Series. Now what? We won the World Series.
We want to win
I don't
again.
give a shit. Like, well, yeah, but like you can't do anything about it. So like,
Right.
now that you experienced it, how great is the second one? You know what I mean? Yankee fans, I need a little help. This is for Yankee fans, really. I need to know. I don't know what it's like.
I don't know if this
to
is
win.
even Yankee fan territory.
Patriots, get Money on here.
This is not.
Because, like, what do you do every time you win every year? Like, okay, is it fucking exciting anymore? Is it still exciting? I always wondered, like, if my team won, okay, I celebrate for like a month probably, but then now what? Am I going to care as much if the Mets have a bad year the next year?
Are we going to the parade if the Mets win?
We're going to the parade. You joking? Of course we're going to the parade.
All right.
As long as it's in New York. Is it in New York? It's going to be in New York.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the Canyon of Heroes.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Canyon of
This
Heroes.
year. It's going to be this year.
Is that the show?
When we get fucking AJ Pollock. I don't know.
I'm loving baseball this off season. It's been so good so far.
Goldschmidt. That's a freaking crazy trade. People like underrating it. Goldschmidt's a fucking monster.
He was horrible this year, and he still batted .290.
He had the shittiest first half, the guy, and he still was a stud.
Anyways, so do we want to even touch the consolation bracket? I don't know, whatever. Okay, Dak is. I think
I
Dak.
touched it. Ez is the lock of the week.
Dak is beating Smelter now.
Yeah. Who's me or Ez? You got me or Ez this week. Josh Allen. Just think about Josh Allen, and then you pick Ez. 45 points. Matt Barkley lit up the Jets. Josh Allen, look close again. You know what I mean?
Ez 3-1 in his last 4 matches.
Is he? Is Ez on fire right now?
Ez is on fire right now.
Is that true? Looking at it right now?
He started 0-7, no?
No. Ez started Oh yeah, he did start 0. No, he started 0-6. 0-6 beat Alsav.
Okay, so
80 to
he's
76.
3
A
and
game
4.
from like the 1990s NBA.
So he's 3-4. So it's basically still.
He's 2-2 in his last 4. That's Ez on fire. Right
Ez
now.
on fire.
Ez on fire. Ez on fire. I mean, look. I want Ez's last 5 weeks. Ready? Points scored. He scored 131, 121. He threw a 69 in there because he's Ez. Then he put up 124 and 133. That's respectable
Just want to.
for Ez.
I want to.
Respectable Ez. You coming on strong.
I want to say a very funny thing that Stan said before. I pointed out, and so just so you all know, we're eating subs, and
By the way, what the fuck is this? Look at this. Every matchup has a recap for Ez,
except
except where I crushed him by 80 points. Where's my recap?
yeah, I noticed that.
What the hell is
I
that?
noticed that also. I was missing a recap also.
Yahoo, step up
6
the
or 5.
game. I beat Ez by 70 points.
So before we were eating substational, and Stan was eating his steak sandwich, and part of the meat fell out of the sandwich
Oh, man. Yeah.
and went down Stan's leg. Stan's like, "Oh fuck, Hadge!" I was like, "What happened?" He goes, "The meat. I felt it like going down my leg. Now I know what it feels like to be Ez."
Ez, baby.
So I have you winning this one. I think we're done with the constellation
Just
only
give me
because
one more thing. Give me one more thing for the
Go for
constellation.
it.
Give me your Vegas favorite for the constellation bracket. You gave Mocas a minus 150. Who's your favorite for the constellation? With no moves being made now.
no moves being made. Hold on one second. Let me check this out then. So I have week 15. If according to my predictions is right, it would be.
We have Dag versus Beta, and me versus Charles.
It would give this guy way too much hana if I said his team was. I think can it be Charles versus Dag in the constellation finals?
Yeah, could be.
Okay, I think it's gonna be Dag versus Charles in the constellation finals, and I think we're gonna hear the most pathetic version of trash talking ever in 2 weeks.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm looking very forward to that. Dag is going to be boasting about his stupid Dak to Coop thing, and Charles is going to be continuing talking his shit on how he outscored everybody in the consolation bracket and how he would have beaten anybody in the playoff bracket. That being said,
I think I want Sam in there. I want Sam.
I don't know who's Sam.
I want Sam in there. Saim.
Saim.
Saim. I want Saim in there against.
Dag came up with a great. What was it like? He put like. Yeah, Dag threw one in there last week. I forgot what it was. But yeah, there's no shot Sam's listening to this one. Sam, if you're listening to this podcast, text me the code word. Code word is going to be Kingpin. Text me Kingpin.
Like where you're at here.
Text me Kingpin, and you will get a quick pay right away to your account of an undisclosed amount. It will be enough money to cover lunch for the day. So
Wow.
just text me Kingpin, and please nobody be stupid. Please, just that's all I ask.
Wow. Same.
Saim does not listen to the podcast now, especially that he's out
He's out?
of the.
Does he know that he's out?
playoffs.
Does he know that he's
Does he
out?
know that he's out of the playoffs?
Does he know that he's out of the playoffs? Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he thinks he has a chance. I got a chance. I can make it. Who knows?
Saim.
Okay. Anyways, boys and girls,
It's been
great.
It's
I'm
been
glad to
great.
be back.
Great.
And we will see you next week.
Next
Hopefully
week.
you'll be happy. Hopefully you'll be happy.
Inshallah, amen.
Good
amen.
luck, everybody, in the playoffs.
Good luck in the consolation.
Thank you. I don't need it.
Who's
Hey,
Bills playing this
last
week?
week? Bills, Jets. Darnold, Allen for the first time. I'm excited.